So I'm going to call this video The More You Know, The Less You Know, because I thought I knew most everything there was to know about Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I was watching a Kiro Talks video and realized I really don't know as much as I think I do, because he pointed out in this video that there are 3 different revisions of the original Sonic the Hedgehog 1. And I was thinking, how would you even know that? But he explains in the video that in the original Sonic 1, if the clouds in the background are scrolling by in the opening stage, you're playing revision 1. And if they're not, you're playing revision 0, which is what most American copies of Sonic the Hedgehog have. So I thought to myself, I need to put this theory to the test. I've got several different versions of Sonic 1 on a cartridge. I'm going to see if any of them have the clouds scrolling by in the background on the first stage. So I'm going to start with my not for resale version of Sonic the Hedgehog, which I've had forever and a day, going back to the early 2000s, and I assume this was a pack-in bundled with a Sega Genesis, so I'm going to also assume this is revision 0, but let's make sure. Yeah, I don't see any clouds moving in the background, no parallax scrolling of any kind, so this is definitely revision 0. Let's try another one. Now this is the Sega 6-pack, which also includes Sonic the Hedgehog, and like my not for resale, I've had it since the early to mid 2000s. The cartridge itself isn't in the greatest of shape, but hey, maybe this one has the revision on it since it bundles 6 games together instead of being a standalone. Nope, no clouds floating by in the background on the 6-pack, so we're 0 for 2 on finding a revision 01. But I've got another cartridge we can try. This one is called Sonic Classics, and it has Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine all on one cart. Oh for 3, there are no floating clouds on this version either, so all of my Sonic the Hedgehogs are revision 0. How am I going to see revision 1? Well, Kiro Talks had the answer. GameCube. If you couldn't hear what I was saying there, it's up, down, 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 left, right, Z, and when JP appears, that's revision 01. And there you have it. For the first time ever in Green Hill Zone, I'm seeing floating clouds in the background while playing the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know if it's like that in any other Sonic compilations or if they're all revision 0, because that's what we're familiar with in North America. I suspect they kept it revision 0 in most cases, but it's fun to see those clouds floating by. There are other changes as well. Some levels have additional parallax scrolling, a few bugs have been fixed. There are some things they put in the Japanese version or revision 01, whatever you want to call it. Up Z, down Z, left Z, right Z. Up Z, down Z, left Z, right Z. And if you didn't hear what I said there, up Z, down Z, left Z, and right Z is how you switch back to the US version or revision 0, whatever you want to call it. But now when we go back to the opening stage of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, once again, the clouds will be static. They will not be moving. Green Hill Zone will be frozen in time in the background. No moving clouds, which is the way I remember it, and that's the way I'm sure a lot of people remember it, but thanks to Kiro Talks, I learned something new. And that is the final code you can enter on Sonic Mega Collection on GameCube. Z 6 times, then up, down, left, and right unlocks JP2, the final revision of Sonic the Hedgehog, which also has the clouds scrolling by in the background on Green Hill Zone, but it also has some other bug fixes as well. So, this has been my adventure in discovering whether or not I owned any version of Revision 01, and thanks to the Sonic Mega Collection, it turns out that I do. Do you have a Sonic 01? Do you have a Japanese import of Sonic the Hedgehog? Or do you have a reprint, a later issue print run of Sonic the Hedgehog that has Revision 01 and not Revision 0? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.